Matt Damon has just cleared the air on how Ben Affleck's ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, quietly stepped in to help him during his turbulent relationship with Jennifer Lopez. While the media was obsessed with the whirlwind romance and glamour of Bennifer 2.0, few knew that Garner was the real hero when her future ex-husband needed her the most. So, how exactly did Garner intervene, and why does Damon believe she was key to helping Ben escape the chaos surrounding his relationship with Lopez? When Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez reignited their romance almost 2 decades after their first engagement fell apart, the world stood still. The dashing duo seemed to pick up right where they left off, and their reunion sparked a media frenzy. Wherever you looked, there they were, from romantic vacations to red carpet appearances. While fans celebrated the comeback of Bennifer, some of their closest friends, including Matt Damon, remained skeptical. Damon had seen it all before, the excitement, the headlines, the paparazzi, but he also remembered how it all fell apart the first time. According to insiders, Damon had a bad feeling that history might repeat itself. From the beginning, Damon had tried to warn Affleck about jumping back into a relationship with Lopez. After all, their first breakup in the early 2000s was highly publicized, and Ben had clearly struggled with the intense media attention. Now, with even more scrutiny, it seemed that Affleck might be setting himself up for another heartbreak. But despite Damon's concerns, Affleck chose to give it another shot. He was determined to make things work, even though both Damon and Affleck, deep down, had cause for misgivings. One of the biggest challenges Affleck and Lopez faced when they rekindled their romance was how differently they approached fame. For Jennifer Lopez, the spotlight has always been a part of her life. The glitz, the glamour, and the media attention. From iconic performances to red carpet moments, Lopez knows how to work the cameras, and she's never shied away from the limelight. In fact, many would say she thrives on it. For her, superstardom means being in the public eye, and she has mastered the art of turning her private life into a show that keeps fans hooked. Affleck, however, is the polar opposite. Despite being in the public eye for just as long, he has always kept things low-key. Known for his dislike of paparazzi attention, he does everything in his power to avoid the tabloids, often conducting his personal life away from public view. This difference became a significant issue in their relationship. While Lopez wanted to share every moment with the world, Affleck found it exhausting. This was a tension that Matt Damon foresaw from day one, but it wasn't long before Affleck's mental health began to suffer under the pressure. As the strain of the relationship took its toll, Affleck's old demons with alcohol resurfaced. This wasn't the first time he had faced this struggle, and his friends and family were worried that the renewed media attention, coupled with the stress of being with Lopez, would push him over the edge. That's when Jennifer Garner, Affleck's ex-wife, quietly stepped in. Although her role was supportive and low profile, it was far from insignificant. Garner had been co-parenting their 3 children with Affleck since their divorce in 2018, and she was always known for being one of the most down-to-earth actresses, deeply committed to her family. Even with her busy life and her relationship with businessman John Miller, she never turned her back on Affleck during his toughest times. In fact, it was Garner who physically drove Affleck to rehab when his drinking became too much to handle. She did so without any fanfare, shielding him from the paparazzi and ensuring he received the help he desperately needed. While this barely caught the attention of the media, it deeply resonated with Matt Damon and Affleck's closest friends. As Damon explained, Garner wasn't trying to be a hero or win public sympathy. She was simply doing what was right for Affleck and their children. Unlike Lopez, who seemed to thrive on the media frenzy surrounding their relationship, Garner worked quietly behind the scenes, focused only on helping Affleck stay on track. The turning point came when Affleck's personal struggles could no longer be hidden. The stress of his marriage to Lopez was taking a toll on him, emotionally and physically, and he began slipping back into destructive behaviors. Garner, knowing how serious Affleck's battle with alcohol had been in the past, acted swiftly. She didn't wait for the tabloids to start speculating, or for the situation to become public knowledge. Instead, she intervened in time, ensuring he received the help he needed before things spiraled further. This wasn't the first time Garner had supported Affleck through difficult moments. In 2017, before their divorce, Affleck revealed that he had completed treatment for alcohol addiction and thanked Garner for standing by him. Even after their romance ended, she continued to play an indispensable role in his recovery process, proving that their bond as co-parents and friends was strong. Damon was impressed by how selfless Garner remained, always putting her family first. He believed that without her intervention, things could have been much worse for Affleck. As the cracks in Affleck and Lopez's relationship became more apparent, it was clear their marriage was on rocky ground. The final blow came when Affleck decided to purchase a new home on his own, signaling that he was ready to move on from the relationship. This reportedly hurt Lopez, who had been holding out hope for reconciliation. However, for Affleck, this was the step he needed to reclaim his life and privacy. While Affleck settled into his new home, Garner remained a steady presence in his life. She wasn't trying to fix his marriage or take responsibility for his problems, but she continued to support him as a co-parent and friend. Although Garner's partner, John Miller, wasn't thrilled with the amount of time she spent helping Affleck, he respected her decision to be there for the father of her children. It was never about rekindling a romance, but about ensuring Affleck stayed on a healthy path for the sake of their kids. In the end, Matt Damon's revelations about Jennifer Garner's role in saving Ben Affleck from the chaos of his marriage to Jennifer Lopez highlight the stark contrast between the two women. While Lopez focused on her public image and Hollywood glamour, Garner quietly worked behind the scenes, helping Affleck through his darkest moments. She didn't seek attention or accolades. Her sole focus was on ensuring that Ben wasn't lost in the process of trying to maintain a relationship that wasn't meant to be.